Wilson. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have been great. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on the show. Give it up for your host.
Dude, cars got weirdly sexy. Dude, everyone knows here, like, I'm like Jew-ish. And the fact that car says, like, the Pope car kind of fucks me up, dude. Hey, Tyler, do they have that mouth for the Pope car?
Said what?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Hey, your next comedian. You guys ready for your fucking headliner? Dude, that's fucking mid, as my kids would say. That's mid. You guys ready for your headliner? Hey, he's coming all the way from fucking Biloxi, Mississippi. I don't know anyone else on the fucking East Coast up here booking that far down south. But give it up for the very funny Krangus Gillespie!
Well, I'm a head out. Dude, I'm glad they brought me here to the Ghost of Strip Clubs Pass. That's what I'm excited about right now. I was in one of 9 green rooms in the back, like, damn. This comedy club has seen more hand jobs than the back of a youth group band. All right. And fucking Marines, I swear to God. Yeah, I had to drive here from Mississippi. I had to go through that no man's land, because I'm on the Gulf Coast. I had to go through that, like, no man's land, through the, like, deep south, where all the billboards started making me feel real bad about that abortion we had back in 95. Like, just every billboard, man. I don't feel like, by the way, he didn't bring it up, but I served in the Marine Corps. I got out 13 years ago, so I'm as old as all of your Sergeant Major. Yeah, no, you know for a fact, who was the guy up front that was like, I don't know how to look it, but I'm a Marine. And I was like, dude, we're in Jacksonville. Nobody gives a fuck. These people are trying to get the fuck away from you, bro. I felt bad, like, damn, I don't think they want to hear an old war vet. Like, talk about, I'm Sergeant Major right now. Fucking sit Neil stand right goddamn now. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Now, I drove here from Mississippi, and I feel like, yeah, I feel bad for you. I was able to be stationed in Camp Pendleton. Like, I got so goddamn lucky. You guys, like, where are you guys from over here? Like, originally, not now.
Jersey.
Jersey? What about you?
Buffalo.
Buffalo? New York?
Go Bills.
Okay, yeah. So all y'all came here, you're like, man, I'm gonna get to travel, and then they stuck you in fucking Jacksonville, North Carolina. Yeah, I know the game, but it sucks for you, bro. It sucks real bad for you, bro. Yeah, that's what they all say. Like, you fucked yourself. Let's be honest. Like, you signed the dotted line. What's your rank now? Gross. Because I look like I'm the same age as you. That's bad. 27. EA, give it up for EA. See, that's the real applause. This man's getting the fuck out of Dodge. EAS is out of the game, baby. God damn.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, you had to go from Buffalo, and you're like, man, I'm gonna get to see the coolest parts of the world, and they send you here, like, God, the South, the dirty fucking South. Because I got to go to Camp Pendleton, and I grew up in Mississippi, though. So, like, if you haven't figured out, y'all didn't grow up here, so let me tell you what sexual education's like in the deep South, all right? It was the Bible Belt, so they weren't allowed to tell us what sex was or how to put a condom on a cucumber. What they did was the second grade basketball coach rolled that little TV cart in. We were like, oh, hell yeah, we're about to watch Land Before Time. We did not watch Land Before Time. What we watched was a PowerPoint presentation of all the things that could ever happen to you if you do sex, second grader. Look at it. Look at this vagina with herpes. I was in my desk like, fuck, is my vagina okay? I thought girls had dicks too. I didn't know there was such a thing in vagina, bro. I thought we was all just gay in this motherfucker. For years I was like, I don't know what sex is, but I don't want to have it because I don't want my pussy to look like that. I did figure shit out though, Chief Ward Officer. I did figure shit out. I was like, I was in the 5th grade. I was at my grandma's house. And, like, she had like Cinemax, HBO, Showtime. I was doing the thing where I was like, I had the remote in my right hand, and I beat off with my left hand, even though I'm actually a right-handed person. But it's because I had the remote, so that I'm watching like old porn on the Cinemax, so that if my grandma walks by, I can do the recall button. That's yeah. Yeah, back in the day, we didn't have porn back in the day. Like, you had to wait for that one commercial. Warning, this video contains content not suitable for children. You had to be like, 30 seconds. I got the Girls Gone Wild commercial. I got it. I've been cranking my hog. Didn't get that. But I figured, actually what it was, my sexual awakening was actually Total Recall. 3 titties. Yeah! Yeah! I gave myself my first orgasm.
All day.
All day. I mean, not all day. That'd be awful. Like, just imagine all day. Bad. You need to go to the corpsman, dog. Yeah, I remember coming out of it, but I remember like I came and I didn't know what that was, and I was like, I remember sex ed, and I was like, oh my God, I just gave myself syphilis. I thought it was pus. I was like, coming out of the room, Mom, you gotta take me to the hospital right now. I have syphilis. She's like, what the fuck? Oh, I didn't set that shit at all. Well, now that we're here, now that's nice and gross. Yeah, I mean, because nobody else, is anybody, like, I know that y'all are Marines, fucking Jacksonville, but is anybody here, like, from the South originally, though? Like, did you grow up, like, religious at all?
Yeah.
What was the religion?
Christianity.
That's real big, bro. That's fucking, I need more than that. Christianity. Southern Baptist, there we go. See, that was what I grew up as, bro. What about you? Catholic? Yeah, I see the skin tone. That's definitely more. I don't see a lot of white Catholics anymore. Make America great. Okay, no. No, dude, I grew up Southern Baptist, and I went. By the way, I'm about to shit all over Catholicism, dude. I'm sorry. I got to. It's just. Yeah, bro. No, not sit, kneel, stand. We can all sit down. We don't have to do this. You're about 27 days out. We can stop worrying about ELOs and TLOs, bro. We don't have to. All the other Marines, when he said Chief Warrant Officer, shit their pants because they're like, now I gotta fucking not drink at this thing. God damn it. The other Marine was like, fuck. No, I went to, when I was a kid, I was a Southern Baptist, and I went on a mission trip. Did you ever go to an Acquire the Fire event? Okay, never mind. Skip that shit. I went on a mission trip to Mexico City when I was 15 years old with the Southern Baptist Church. It's a real thing. I went on this mission trip. I'm there. All right, I'm doing the whole thing. And we had our youth pastor would literally tell us we weren't allowed to like touch or talk to the girls in the youth group. All right, we had to leave that arm room for Jesus. You remember how that shit was? Yeah, open Bible space, arm room for Jesus. And I remember they would even, our youth pastor gave us, he just invented scripture where I swear to God, he was like, boys, the book of Leviticus tells us that every time you masturbate, God kills a kitten. Just pulled that shit out of his ass. Like, that's not in the Bible at all. But for a while, I was like, all right, I'm going to be a good Christian boy. I'm not going to do anything. But I'm 15. Right? You know what it's like being a 15-year-old boy and you don't jack off? I didn't jack off for a week. At 15 years old, you know how hard that is, dude? I finally got broke. I was like, after a week, I just couldn't take it anymore. And I like went to the bathroom with the mission to go kill a kitten. And huh? How many sperms? How many kids I could kill? No, dude, I ended up like I was in the stall, all right, and I shot a load so big it went over into the stall next to mine, where my youth pastor was taking a dump, bro. I fucking nutted all over my youth pastor's face. On accident. You can get mad or grossed out, but it's the opposite of what happens at Catholic youth camp.
Damn.
Shots fired. No, did I have a purity ring? No, I'm straight. Like purity culture? Yeah, we weren't supposed to have sex, but I mean, fucking do it anyway. I grew up to be a Marine, of course. Youth group vans were for hand jobs. We already went over that. Prison bus? That's what you called it?
No, it was a legit prison bus that they renovated.
For your youth group?
Yeah.
God, I think y'all were skipping straight to blowjobs at that point. Y'all was doing BDSM on your church. Like, what was... You know, fuck, you were the... we'll talk later. How about that? Is that your husband? Fuck. Oh. I'm fucking, hey, I don't want to do the show anymore. You don't have to pay me. We're going to go hang out. I've never gone to a comedy club where they give me free tickets to the strip club after the show. I walk in, I'm the fucking headliner, and the bouncer's like, you gotta have the thing. And I'm like, I'm fucking going on stage like, I don't give a shit. Later, I'm like, oh, it's because I'm getting free passes to a strip club. I didn't realize the transactional shit that was gonna happen. All right. So normally, yeah, I started doing comedy right when I got out, like literally 12 years ago. And normally this is the part of the show where I'm like, oh, is anybody in the audience served? But since we're in goddamn Jacksonville, I already know what's up. So this is gonna be fun for me because I'm gonna do a lot of my set not the normal way. I normally have to relate my shit to civilians, but fuck that bullshit. All right. Let me hear it. Who went to Paris Island? Who went to Paris Island? Yeah. Anybody CRD? Bag. Why are you here? Are there any? There's no way that there's any active drill instructors in the crowd, are there? Okay. I don't think so. You're an officer. You don't count. You don't even work. Dude, look, I didn't join to be a hero. I don't think any of you did. All right, I don't know how y'all feel about being thanked for your service. It feels, after 13 years, it still feels weird to me. Because when people thank me, I joined in 07. So I was there for like all of Afghanistan, Iraq. So when I joined, it was because they were really trying to push for numbers. So when people thank me for my service, I'm always like, why are you thanking me? Your tax dollars paid for my coke habit for 6 years, bro. Like, thank you for your service, sir. You know what I think of when somebody thanks me for my service? I don't think about any act of valor, because that wasn't happening. What I think about is the times we used to go to the liquor store on base and buy a box of wine, and we would take the bag out of the box, put it in our camelback, and ride around on bikes until the last man was standing. Yeah. Yeah. The Tour de Frenzy. Yeah. That was a Tuesday for us at Camp Hill. So like for me, like it's the third day of a new job. I am at Paris Island. All right, I was the kind of recruit, I didn't want the DIs to know my name. I was trying to slide under the radar. So I'm standing there at attention. All right, third day of basic training, and I got a booger in my nose. And bro, it's the kind that's like whistling when I'm breathing. I'm like, what do I do about this? So the DI, I look in front of me, I don't see any DIs. So I got it out, 1 shot, 1 kill, baby. It was awesome. This DI from behind the platoon was watching the whole time. He gets right in my face. And I'm like, I'm not a big guy. My drill instructor was like 6'5", 4,000 pounds. So the original mission was to put the booger in my pocket, you know? Like, but the DI's looking at me, and he's looking at the booger, and he's looking at me. And if I was a bigger man, I'd have been like, boop. But I'm like, dude, okay, I've seen the movies. I've seen Full Metal Jacket. He's just going to make me do like 100 push-ups, right? He looks at me. He looks at the booger, looks back at me and goes, put it back, you! So I'm just like, slowly, like, this is the worst third day of a new job. This kid behind me starts laughing so hard. I get it, he's about to watch this dumb bitch put a fresh booger back in his nose. So the DI hears him and goes, stop! Put it in that bitch's nose. I'm so sorry, bro. I did this joke at a VFW one time, and when I turned around to put it in the nose, it was the like POW MIA signs. They got mad because I put the booger in the POW man silhouette. I ran into that DI a few years later at a ball, a Marine Corps ball. I was in the fleet, and I sat at the table. Right, it's me and a few other people, and he sits down. And I see him, and I'm thinking, oh my God, like, it's like 3 years later, I've already gotten through one Afghanistan tour, we're gonna have like a whole moment. And he looks at me and just goes, yeah, I remember you, bitch. Fuck you, man. Also, like, it's weird when civilians thank me for my service because I'm always like, and it's usually like these real frat bro-y dudes. It's always like that. Meanwhile, I'm like, dude, the Marine Corps was the gayest thing I ever did. Oh, like, bro, the gays. Oh, like, how many dicks have you seen, chief officer? You've been like, you probably. Yeah, exactly. It's in the 5 figures for sure. Like a lot of penises in your life, just dicks for days, bro. Like, you remember how they used to make you get dressed by the number and shit? Like, you remember you had to get on that little yellow line? Like, I remember, this is like, I was like probably a month in, and they make us get online and they do the fucking skivvy shorts on, and you're like, skivvy shorts on, sir, and they give you that bullshit countdown. I didn't know about the countdown gonna be short, so I pulled my skivvy shorts all the way up here, but they gave me that short countdown, and I'm 19 years old. I was the kid that had an erection in boot camp. I had morning wood. I couldn't. It wasn't because I was like trying to fuck. It was just like morning wood, dude. I can't do anything about it. So I get my skivvy shorts on all the way up to here, and he says 1, meaning I gotta be done, sir, done. Boner's still just hanging out, bro. Just like, but I gotta just stand at attention, like, oh shit. And remember the DIs would do like they'd walk real close to the platoon. I can still remember it when I'm trying to sleep, just. You know those little door stopper things you got? By the way, I enlisted before Don't Ask, Don't Tell got repealed. So, like, he stops. He realizes we just did some gay shit. He can't openly haze me, so he just makes eye contact with my dick, looks at me and goes, tuck that trash in. Yeah, I don't normally drink during my set, by the way, but I saw this fucking table parked right next to me. Y'all clearly had just gotten done on base and drove over here. All 3 of y'all was drinking 40s in the car. I was like, okay. I am outside of a Marine base. I'm gonna, here's to you guys, bro. Dude, I remember, I don't ever do this one. We were in boot camp. This one time. There was this recruit. We all go out to PT. You know how you PT with the company? So this guy wasn't in our platoon, but we were PT'ing. Tall black guy. He's the only. I was in the era when we still had the sweatsuits. All right. So we're all so everybody's got the little skinny shorts except this one recruit. Very tall black guy. He's got the sweatpants. So like all the company guns and everybody's just screaming at this guy. Why are you wearing the pants? Everybody else wearing shorts. And he stood there and he just goes, so this recruit dick too big for the shorts. So now all the DIs are like, oh, Mr. Benton, pull out the goddamn shorts right now. And he pulls him down and like his dick was straight up, just down in fucking brains. He's fucking there. I had never seen, that's the only time I saw my DI break character. He just goes, Jesus fucking Christ. They had to get this kid's fucking shorts custom made in cash sales, dog. It was mad. Bless his heart, dude. Fuck you. Look at, bless his dick, bro. God. Dick for days, bro. Like, you know how you said you saw 1,000 dicks? I just saw one giant dick, and it was the equivalent. Man. I don't know. I did all these jokes, and I normally don't. This is the first time I've played, like, there's like military towns, and then there's places like this and Oceanside, where it's like these people are so past being in the military by now. I'm not looking at anybody that's real into being in the Marine Corps anymore. I know that. I know you are, because I was one of you. Like, you guys are, how long are you before you get out?
4 years.
Yeah, I could tell you were a boot when you were up here like, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a U.S. Marine. Like, I saw. We all took notice. You don't have to worry about OPSEC, dude. I'm not in anymore. How long are you EASing for?
2 years.
You got 2 years left, buddy. You're about to make it. Give it up for that dude, man. Hey, by the way, because we're so specifically here, I was West Coast, but on my second deployment, I was attached to a unit that was out of here. So I want to see any 3-8 in the house.
Yeah.
For real?
2-8.
2-8. That's not what I asked. I gave you one mission and you have failed.
I won 9. We're good.
Alright, yeah. No, I did all these jokes in Florida a few years ago. I mean, I'm not used to doing military towns. It's usually just like places I have to like kind of relate to the civilian sector. And this guy afterwards comes up to me, he hears all the jokes, he's laughing, he's like, dude, like you were in the Marines? I was in a frat. So already this is starting bad. I'm like, dude, I don't fucking give a fuck, dude. I don't give a shit. So he does this, he goes, bro, how did you guys used to like haze the recruit or the new guys? Let me tell you what we used to do, man. When like the pledges would come in, we would like go to their rooms, their dorm rooms, we would pee in a frisbee and we would freeze the frisbee, and then we would pass the frisbee under the door, and then the frisbee pee would melt, and then there'd be pee on the floor. What did you guys used to do in the Marine Corps to haze people? I was like, this is what we used to do, bro. You can use this. We used to wait for the new boots to check into the barracks, and what you do is you stand 3 steps to the left of their door, you knock 4 times, they would open the door, and we would just fuck them. See, I want you to know that I've tried that in front of civilians and it gets dead silence. I knew only here would that be a joke I could do. I knew only here. I knew this. I knew the secrets. And I did. Has anybody served? Did anybody get a chance? Not a chance. That y'all serve in Afghanistan? Would you love them? Anybody else? Holy fuck, dude! I was in Marja as well. I was with I was attached to 3-8 on the second one. First one, I was with First Intel. Yeah, because by the way, when I didn't like have family in the military, dude. I had no idea when I joined how to. I didn't know there was like a recruiting office. I grew up near an Air Force base. I literally walked up to the NP, like at the gate, and I was like, "Y'all got any applications back there?" That's how I tried to fucking enlist, and they were like, now I didn't know what the noise was then, but now I know the fucking MP like took his weapon off safe because he was like, this is clearly a crackhead. Clearly. Yeah, and then I remember when I did go find the recruiter, he said your recruiter lied to you. Let me tell you my story. He remember how they do it? It's like a used car sale, so they show you the little packet of all the different jobs you can do. And I'm a 19-year-old kid. I see Intel. I was in Intel. Anybody 02? 0211? 0231s?
11.
A fucking collector, really? OPSEC, motherfucker. Boo this man.
Boo! Boo!
Good. I'm not special.
You're not anymore? All right. No, I saw Intel, and I'm thinking, like, of course, the 19-year-old in me is like, yeah, bro, it looks badass. Like, I'm going to be some Jason Bourne shit. The recruiter sees the light in my eye when he, sees me look at it. He's like, oh yeah, bro, we're gonna dress you up like a Bin Laden. We're gonna put a beard on you and drop you off. You're gonna be slaying bodies, bro. So I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, sign me the fuck up and give me a Mountain Dew. Hell yeah. And then 4 years later, I was really good at Microsoft PowerPoint. Sounds like being a corpsman. Well, if you're not going to a war zone, it is, I guess. What's you FMF or you like? Okay. You had to say that. See how quick he said that? In a room full of Marines, like, FMF, yeah. I'm one of you, I promise. We're gonna kill you. You can call me a pogue all you want, but I actually went to Afghanistan, so. I'm doing you a favor? I'm out. I got fucking disability now, dog. Like, yeah, dude. Wait, dude, it's gonna be so great. It's gonna be a rough little time at first, but it's gonna be so great. At some point, this table was definitely, I saw when y'all came in and I was like, those are the Marines that I was. I bet you're really good at your job, but you drink constantly. Lunch beers? Lunch beers? I think that there's sergeant majors in the room somewhere. They're trying to be fucking good. And they're trying to... I'm actually a secret shopper now, dude. No, I did serve in Afghanistan, but I don't. It's weird because this is another reason like being thanked. Because this is my only tough guy story, bro. It's not even a tough guy story at all if you ever served over there. I was in Afghanistan, and if you remember, I can be actually specific with this crowd. I was in Nawa-i-Baratsai, which is like a little bit south of Marja. Nawa?
Yeah.
Track Nawa, if you remember. Okay, I was there, and it was kind of a friendly part of the town, and I'm walking through, and this dude offers me a dip. And we hadn't had a cigarette run in a while, so I was like, oh yeah, I take half the fucking can. He knows where this is going. I took half the can, and he's like, no. I'm like, fuck you, America. And what I didn't realize is, for the young Marines in the house, in Afghanistan, that's where about 80% of the world's heroin supply comes from. And what I just took, was stuff that was called Naswar, where they mix black tar heroin with tobacco and put it in a dip can. I just took half the can. And at first, I'm like walking around, I'm like, this is like my 5th day, I'm like walking, after we did our IED lanes and everything, I'm walking around, I'm like, I got my rifle, I'm in the war, and it fucking hits me all at once. And I just sat the fuck down in the middle of a war zone, threw up. The commanders go, ask me, what the fuck are you doing? Not this war. I had to get meta. That's the only time I ever got medevac, because I never learned how to not take candy from strangers. Mom's dead, so we'll get to that in a minute. Don't worry. Yeah, we'll get to that. Don't worry. This gets darker and darker as it goes on, bro. Don't you worry. I don't know. I was actually a translator too. I was a Terp. Speak Dari. Shut up, boomer. You were a turd, weren't you? You are. Are you 27 days out and you're already? All right, man. I don't even know. I feel like Marine Corps is all. It's pretty garrison now. I feel like. Am I wrong or am I right in saying that's pretty fucking garrison nowadays? I get it. No, I've been out. But no, I was a Terp. Here's one thing that was funny about. I don't know if you remember this, but there was a situation that I stopped. They were trying to. The PSYOPs people were trying to in Afghanistan make this poster. And it was supposed to be like a win the hearts and minds type thing, right? And it was a picture of like a grown male Marine holding this little Afghan boy, and on it was supposed to say, "We care." Pretty solid propaganda, right? But they didn't actually translate our language. All they did was put our letters into their letters, so it would phonetically read, "We care." The problem with that is the word "care" in Dari means penis. So now all over like this village in Afghanistan is a poster of an adult male Marine holding this little Afghan child with a fucking caption that reads, "We penis." To be fair, we did penis the fuck out of that country. That was... Alright, I feel like we're getting out of that. Do you remember the care packages, dude? Oh, the care packages, man. Like the care packages in Afghanistan, it was always... most of it was like your family giving you shit like candy and stuff that you don't really care about. My favorite, the ones though, were the care packages that were like schools, like elementary schools would like all get together as a project and they would color shit and give it to you. Because most of it was boring. We'd be like, "We hope you make it back," and you're like, "Fuck you, kid." Or but like 1 out of every 30 students would draw like a picture of a Marine cutting a dude's head off with blood and shit and semen everywhere, and you'd be like, "Kill them all, Marines." And you're like, "Oh my God, you're 8. That's going to be a school shooter one day." All right. My favorite letter that I ever got was from a kid named Brian from Des Moines, Iowa. And he drew a picture of an American flag with like 6 stars. And he wrote, "I hope you survived the whore." WHORE. Whore. I was like, I think I might now, Brian. I think I might get out of this. Man. I've been out for a while now, but they're like 12 years, like I said, man. It's gonna get better, I promise, man. I've been doing comedy ever since, bro. Like the worst, like being from the South and going to other places, like the worst experiences I have is that people immediately assume that you're like from the most backwoods, racist places. Being from Mississippi, but like just shout out what you think the worst state, like the wildest state that I've ever performed in.
Mississippi. West Virginia.
North Carolina, no. No, dude, the wildest one was Wyoming, bro. Is anybody from Wyoming? course not. There's like 6 people from there. You live in Wyoming?
I've been there.
That's not the same. That's not what I asked. You have failed. Go sit in the corner for the rest of the show. We're gonna play Shrek 2 without you. You'd be mad at first. You'd be like, "Fuck, I paid money to watch Shrek 2." After a minute, you'd be like, "It is the good one." Dude, I did this show in Wyoming a few years ago, and I do all my set, and afterwards, these 2 drunk ladies come up to me, and they're like, "Hey," this is how it starts. She's like, "Hey, you're from Mississippi, right?" And I already start backing away because I don't like how this starts. And she goes, "I just wanted to let you know that for the past 7 years, I've been fucking my stepbrother." This is how she opens a conversation with a complete stranger, bro. I was like, what? Like, and what am I supposed to, she was looking at me like I was supposed to one-up her. Like, "Oh yeah, well, I've been common law married to my grandpappy for 9. Like, what do you even say to that? She sees me backing away because I'm like, I don't like this. And she goes, "Oh, honey, I'm nasty." Nasty. It's N-A-I-E-S-T. I don't know if you've ever had a girl describe herself as dirty or nasty. That's fine. Maybe she wants you to put in her butt. Maybe you want to put in her butt. I don't know. Be experimental at some point. But if a girl describes herself as nasty, she'll huck a dang poopy at you. All right, now that we're here. Oh, God. I never do this one. But I'm going to because I know y'all want that shit fucking nasty. I know. Come on, yeah. Come on, I want to hear it. I want to. I'm this. I know, man. I want to hear it. They're the worst. I hope y'all aren't the kind of active duty Marines that be bringing civilian chicks back to the barracks room. Please tell me. Oh shit! He fucking spun his head so quick when I said that shit. He did this one. He did. I thought you were about to break your neck, dog. Is that a Barrett's buddy, man? Are you bringing a Barrett's buddy to the comedy show, dog? Is that what's happening, bro? Man, welcome to the party, but just kicking him away. Okay, like I mean, it happens to all of us. I did it, like, bro, I brought this girl back to the barracks one night. This is fucking gross. I hope y'all are ready for this. We were having sex in the bathroom. At Camp Pendleton, our bathrooms had carpet, which, of course they do. Of course they do. We're having sex, consensual sex. I have to say that. If you've been to a barracks party, I mean, consensual sex. And at one point, she's like, "I want you to put it in my butt." And at the time, I was excited. Now I realize I just have a small dick. Because fellas, a big dick doesn't get you anal. Let's be honest. Right? A thumbs up for that. Then at one point, we're having anal sex, and at one point, a turd slides out of her asshole. Just like she had been on a good protein diet for a while. And that's not the funny part. She freaks out because she just shit on my carpet. I freak out because she just shit on my carpet. With one hand, she picks up her purse. With the other hand, picks up the turd, throws the turd in her purse, and leaves my barracks room forever. I have to find her and marry her. She cleans up after herself. What a strong, independent woman right there. Just give me that what's up, bro.
Amen.
Can I get a beer from or maybe a beer and a shot? I don't ever drink during my set, but I'm having fun with you guys. Y'all want to hear about the worst show I ever did? All right, tonight you guys are really fun. No, I am not making this up. This is a very real story. I have pictures to prove it. About 6 years ago, I accidentally got booked by it was a house party of a bunch of dudes that used to be members of the Black Panther Party. And they all meet once a year to have a little house party at one of their houses. So now I am being booked at a Black Panther Party. That is my thing. That's what I'm doing. Hell yeah. I'm here. Yeah, thank you, sir. I'll get that in a minute. So I'm at this Black Panther Party. It's a house party. I knock on the door. I don't know what these people look like. They don't know what I look like. They open the door. I open the door. I walk in. And I immediately, skipping some steps here, I immediately start realizing, oh, this is a Black Panther party. The host bitches out, he leaves. He doesn't want to go on stage. Now, guys, if you don't know, give it up for Christopher. He's the host tonight. The job of a host of a comedy show, if you didn't know, is to warm you guys up. So like the headliners and the features don't have a rough time. They can, do their job easily, right? I don't have a host anymore, all right? Because the guy that was supposed to host leaves the house because he's like also white and freaking out. So then everybody's drunk at this party. The owner of the house sees the commotion and goes, "Hell no, we hired this comedian. Bring his ass in front of the pool." So now they guide a me-looking person in front of this pool, a Black Panther party, all right, where nobody knows that a comedy show is about to happen, and everybody is absolutely hammered. And now I don't have a host, a comedian bringing me up. The way that I get brought up is the owner of the house bringing me up, and this is how he brings me up. "Hey, shut the fuck up! Turn that radio off!" And he didn't ask my name before the set. He just goes, "This white boy's got something to say." Go ahead. "I'm sorry I ruined your Black Panther party." Left without saying anything, dude. All right, so I have to take a shot for this one. Is anybody with me on here? What is this, by the way? Jameson. God, you're trying to fucking... I feel like the PTSD ancestors are coming right back. I know, he's... If I puke on stage, I'm gonna go viral. I know that. One thing could happen. Either I just take the shot and fucking power through, or I just puke all over the place. And I'm recording this, so I'll get booked on Jimmy Kimmel because that's how comedy works nowadays. Anybody with me here? Anybody?
Yeah, let's go!
All right, let's fucking do it. I'm gonna need you to hold my hair. Oh, man. Hey, I don't really drink a whole lot anymore, but I was like, Marines out here? I'm gonna fucking get after it. This is the way, when you get out, by the way, for those of you that are, you're fucking old. You're what we call the industry old. But when you get out, you're gonna probably have friends that got out before you. All right, this is what happened to me when I first got out. I was about to go live with my grandma. Ladies. I mean, dude, when you get out at first, you kind of don't know, you have no direction. But when I got out, I was leaving to go, I left Oceanside, and I was gonna go, I lived in Phoenix for a little while afterwards. And my grandma lived in Phoenix, I lived out there. My buddies, they had already gotten out about 2 months before I did. So they wanted to throw me a party, like a getting out party. They took me to a strip club in Phoenix called Band-Aids. And I mean, I feel like that's not even weird for Jacksonville. Y'all are like, we're in a strip club, like right now. They take me to this place, and to be this is how much Marines are assholes. As a joke, they slipped acid, 5 hits of acid in my drink before we went to the strip club. Without telling me, I've never done this drug before. They now slip a bunch of acid in my drink. So now I'm just in the side of the strip club. Imagine right now you're just doing this and suddenly you see God's face and you're like, oh my God, what the fuck's going on? And to top it off, once they figure out that it starts hitting me, they send the worst stripper over to give me a lap dance. You remember boob jobs in the 80s when it looked like 2 basketballs hot glued to their chest? With a $6 Uber ride between titties. That was the stripper they fucking deployed at me. She's on my lap, just hitting me. It's awful. And I'm gonna skip a few steps here. She finds it hilarious that this happened to me, and she's enjoying making fun of me. So as such, I end up going back to the stripper's house. All right. And yeah. Now I was going to say, none of you have ever done drugs before. What am I talking about? You can't. You're not. Well, obviously, you're going to be the supplier for all the Marines getting out. This guy's going to be the reason that all of you do drugs when you first fucking get out. So take his number down before you leave. We're selling merch after the show. It's weed, and it's from this guy. No, dude. Wait, how many grams is in an ounce? I forgot.
48.
See, fucking drug dealers. Damn. No, but if you've ever done acid, you can tell everybody, like, it's not a very sexual drug, right? It's not like a thing that you fuck on. But for whatever reason, that's what we're doing. I pull down her panties, and first thing I see is a well-manicured landing strip. And because I'm fucking stoned out of my mind, I out loud went, "Ooh, what's up, 1994?" I said this to her pussy. Like it was a secret. So then at one point, we're going down there, and the whole time she keeps holding my head. She's aggressive. She's holding my head down, like just rubbing it in, like I'm a fucking dog under punishment. And she keeps going, I remember this, she keeps going, "Oh yeah, that's so fucking American," which at the time made a lot of sense, because I'm on drugs. I have no idea what that means now, though. So at one point I hear like a door open, the front door is opening, and I'm freaking out, because I'm thinking, oh my God, boyfriend's home, I am in no shape to fight anybody right now, I'm about to get the shit kicked out of me. So I come out, the girl like leaves, she's freaking out, she literally punches, she had one of those like basement windows, punches the window and leaves. I'm like, oh my God, leaves me in there to suffer. I go out there, and the way I see it was the dude comes in, he's got 2 6-shooters, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Greg," and I'm like, "Hi, I'm tripping balls." I find out it's not the boyfriend, it's just the roommate, thank God. So I'm like, oh, once we figure this out, I'm like, all right, dude, I'll give you all the riches of the earth if you could just give me a ride back to my apartment. And he's like, "Dude, don't worry about it, I got you. She does this shit all the time." You hear that burp? That was the shot. I've been doing my set through mouth sweats. I just want you to know that. Like, this is trooping right here. So like, we figure it out. He's gonna take me home. We go out to the parking lot. What I didn't realize was he had just gotten off. He was a pest control guy. All right, pest control guy, and his van, his little pest control van, was like painted to look like a fucking giant cockroach. And I am still tripping my dick off, and he's like, "You gotta get in," and I'm like, "No, the fuck I don't." So we go, and we finally get home, and again, I live with my grandma now. All my buddies are there. They've been laughing their ass off about the situation the whole time. And I'm like, "Oh, fuck you guys, you know, it's a whole thing." We're out on the patio. The acid trip is finally starting to wear off. I'm like, okay, finally I'm safe. All right, and I'm one with the universe is one with me. This guy's a fucking dildo. And out of nowhere, by the patio, a fire truck is blared by with sirens blazing, just woo, woo. I was like, fuck, the house is getting pulled over. We gotta start dumping alcohol. I'm still tripping my grandma. We're all like losing our shit. My grandma comes out. Bet that fire truck scared the shit out of y'all. Fuck you, Grandma. When we lived together, she walked in on me jacking off one time. Yeah, dude, it was the worst. Cause she walked in and I was like, "No, Mimi." And she was like, "Oh, baby, I've seen it before." And then the cashier was like, "Sir, this is an O'Reilly's Auto Parts. You have to leave." All right, I see it. So I'm gonna get dark on you for a minute, because especially with this crowd, because you guys are. I mean, you guys we're all brothers and sisters, man. So, is there any civilians that don't have anything to do with the military in here? That have just been you? You've just been confused the whole set. Huh? You're in Jacksonville, you get it. Like yeah, you don't date any Marines. You're like, fuck Marines. Yeah, I fucking remember Oceanside. Oceanside's not much different. It's just cooler. But you know, if there ever is eventually a war that happens, you know, the first lesson is what? You know, like if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. There's no reason to fret about it, because if you have to die, you gotta die. It doesn't make you a tough guy, it just means you've accepted the fact that you might die, all right? My mom, like right after I got out, I told you this was coming. When I got out, she got a terminal illness and passed, but she had the kind of death that I want to have. It wasn't sudden, she knew it was coming and was able to make peace with everything in her life before she passed, right? She went out, I mean, she did everything, she wronged all of her rights, she did everything she wanted to in the end. She went skydiving. That's how she died. No, after she passed, we decided to spread her ashes in the Tennessee River. All right, it's a beautiful ceremony. You know, it's raining, but just enough to know that God's presence is there. My uncle gets down to the river, pops open the urn, spreads the ashes in the river, and this armada of ducks come from out of nowhere and start devouring my dead mom's ashes. And I'm the only one not, like, my family starts losing their mind. I am laughing my ass off. He's like, damn, Mom, how you gonna let them ducks do you dirty like that? And I swear to God, from out of the woods, this Tennessee Valley Authority park ranger walked out and gave 3 of us a ticket for feeding the ducks. And the worst part, here's the thing, like, I've been out for 13 years. I have PTSD. I'm very able-bodied, though. PTSD, but able-bodied. And I have to go, you'll have to start going to the VA at some point. It ain't as good as TRICARE, motherfucker. I'll tell you that right now. It sucks. But I gotta go to, like, the VA for therapy. But I gotta be in there. They lump you in with everybody. So I'm in this lobby next to, like, real World War II veterans with hooks for tits. And they're like looking at me like, what are you here for? And I have to be like, oh, I'm here because I'm sad. Like, it makes me feel like a bitch every fucking time, dude. But like one thing that I've kind of learned how to do through therapy is I've learned how to have lucid dreams. That's a thing that, like a new age thing that they taught me. If you don't know what a lucid dream is, lucid dreaming is when you know you're dreaming. Because I have dreams about this stuff all the time. And I was recently having a dream about my mom, when she had passed. And it was a beautiful moment because I started piecing things together. Like we were fishing. And I was like, wait a minute, like my mom's dead. She's been dead for a little while. Oh wait, I'm dreaming. I start piecing it together. And in that moment, I realized this is a fleeting moment that I get with my mother again. So I looked at her and I said, Mommy, will you stay here a little longer? And she said, baby, I'm always watching you. And I said, ew, even when I beat my meat? Especially when you beat your meat. Guys, look, I don't sell any fucking merch because I've always felt like I don't want to be the guy rolling out a barrel of shit. But let's actually get drunk together. Let's fucking hang out. Follow me on Instagram, all that shit. And you can be updated on like all my other shows. These aren't the only jokes I do. I just want to do something special for y'all. My name is Krangus. Give it up for your host.
Did you guys have fun tonight? Yeah! You guys want to follow these fucking comedians? Yeah! Adam, bring your ex-Jesus ass up here. Where'd you go? Did he leave?
You're right.
Oh, thank God, dude. I got confused in that Hollister shirt. It's Dan, sorry. How are the friends gonna follow you? I'm gonna pass this to you. Please don't suck it again.
Just put it in my mouth. Well, that's bigger than I thought. Oops.
My wife never tells me that.
Yeah. I know why. You can follow me at Adam Kemp Comedy on Instagram. Or on you. Oh, do I need to say it again? On Instagram, it's Adam Kemp Comedy. On Instagram. Scan the QR code. Hold on. Scan the QR code. It's Adam Kemp Comedy. And on YouTube, it's Adam Kemp Comedian.
Hooray. Give it up for Adam. Pick this. Don't go too far. I know he wants it. Where's Eric? Bring your ass up here. Come on. Over this way, Adam. This way. Jesus. Looks like I got kids on stage. Eric, how are they going to follow you tonight?
You guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Eric Gilbert Comedy, and on Facebook, if you do that, at Eric Gilbert. Thanks.
He said if you're over 40 and want to fuck me, find me on Facebook. What's up? Tyler, where you at, dog? Come on up here. Dude, the Tamusi joke always kills me, dude. If you guys don't know what that is, you should follow him later. Hey, how are the friends gonna follow you, bro?
Just Tyler Wilson Comedy. Tyler Wilson Comedy on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I'm kind of popping on Instagram right now. I'm actually 1 follower away from 3K, so whoever that is,
I got you.
I'll fucking
We both do.
I'll do something sweet
Both-
and
we
nasty.
both do.
I don't know.
Look at his hand, he'll manifest it. Krangus, bring your sexy ass back up here. You guys like Krangus, right? Yeah! You're hiring this dude only for fucking Biloxi, because that's sexy. Krangus, how are they gonna follow you, big dog?
Krangus Gillespie, Instagram, Krangus. Or we could do actual real follows. Here's my thing. The Biloxi, Mississippi does not have strip clubs. As such, I want to go to a strip club. And apparently we have a free one, so who's with me? Yeah! No, I don't want comics, gross. I want Marines. Whoever wants to go, we can follow each other that way. How about that? The strip club we did have back in the day was called the Horseshoe, and they used to actively advertise amputee night on Thursdays. At a discounted rate, which I agree with, because if it's only 6/8 of a person, I should only pay half the price.
And if you want to follow me, it's at Father Sailor Hoosier. Look at your right wrist. You guys get a free entry into Stiletto or Platinum. Where are you going, Krangus?
I don't know. You tell me.
Who wants to go to Stiletto? Raise your hand. Yeah! Krangus Gillespie.
Kraneus.
Krangus. Don't type in Krampus. I'll steal your kids for Christmas. All right, we love you guys. Have a great night. We're going to take a picture of the comedians. And then seriously, go party with Krangus at the strip club. I've known this guy for like 3 years. He is super fun. I can't wait to see you guys again. Love you guys. Have a good night.